Hello everyone, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about the amazing episode 36 from TWINKLE PRECURE. Before I start, I just want to say sorry about my voice. I'm constipated and I know I don't sound my best, so I'm sorry. But let's do this anyways. This episode was, for me, one of the best Blue Cat episodes yet. One of the best Uni Cure Cosmo episodes we've had so far. I think it had everything that makes Cure Cosmo, Uni, Blue Cat, Mao a great character. We just missed Mao. Mao didn't appear even, like, she appeared in a fantasy, in a Putin's fantasy, but she didn't really appear. But I think this episode was gorgeous. The episode started with the fact that a new rainbow artifact was found, and Uni quickly said that she was going to steal it. And the girls were very angry, and so we started a debate of kind of a philosophical debate of the girls trying to tell Uni that stealing is not okay. And Uni listened to the girls, but she didn't agree with them. And honestly, for us, the viewers, it's really, really easy to understand Uni's point. And it's very hard to actually side with the girls because Uni's not stealing anything like from a person. She's stealing what's from the Rainbow Planet. She's stealing the artifacts from the Rainbow Planet, and that's it. She's not stealing personal items or things people bought or fought for. So I don't really understand, but I guess this being a children's show, they have to have like a stance on stealing in general, so they needed to make this argument. But the girls went on with Uni anyways to the big shark spaceship, which is the place that the big guy from the mafia is. I don't remember his name, obviously. And at the same time, we also were introduced to a new character called Un. She's a police woman, police dog, I don't know. But she was just promoted to an investigator. So she was investigating the mafia. She sneaked as a janitor, and she was like trying to learn more things about the mafia. But we learned more about her because she wanted to protect endangered species all over the space. That's a very nice thing about her. And she also wants to catch Blue Cat. And so we have those two characters in this episode with very different stances, but with clear purposes. And so, like, this episode was gold in so many ways. And one of them was the girls arriving at that party, at that mafia party, with Fua as their boss, and the girls with costumes. And come on, like, we've seen them using some of those costumes in an Elena episode. Like, in that episode, we learned about Elena's family, and then they're using those again. Like, Hikaru with that alien face, Lala with the blue afro. That's just gold. And Uni looked gorgeous in that suit. Like, gorgeous. And then she proceeded to steal the ring. But before that, she actually educated the big octopus guy on how the ring works and how it shows your emotion. And it was very interesting because when she stole the ring, she put on the ring, and it had a red light. That means that she was angry. Red light in the Rainbow Planet language is like anger. So she was very angry about the situation because she wanted the artifacts that were stolen from the Rainbow Planet. And he kind of told her before they went onto the spaceship that she should have tried to talk to him. And honestly, like, she should have opened up and told her story about who she is and everything. And so, like, I was left thinking, we're talking about a mafia boss here, and that obviously would not work. But it didn't really go that way. And so we had a little confrontation between the dog girl and Blue Cat. Obviously, she wasn't able to catch Blue Cat, but that scene really showed her innocence because she was hidden as a janitor, and she simply revealed who she was. And she was in the middle of a mafia party. And obviously, a police woman would not be accepted in a mafia party like that. And she didn't even think about it. She was so focused on trying to get Blue Cat. And she was captured. Like, that really showed her innocence and her naivety, because she just became an investigator. And so An is a very fun character. I really liked watching her in this episode. And then obviously Uni could not stand her being captured like that, and she went on to help her. She gave a roundhouse kick. I don't know how that's called, like a sweep kick, I don't know, in the octopus. And I was like, yes girl, work it. And at the end of the day, both of them were captured and they were sent on to punishment. And when they were there, I think that we had one of the best arguments of the episode, which was the dialogue between An and Blue Cat. Because Blue Cat kind of opened up to her a little bit, because Blue Cat's very secretive, and she didn't really tell her what her true intentions are and what she's really doing while she's stealing. But she was trying to defend her position in stealing, and An at the same time was trying to defend her position as a policewoman sneaking in. And when Uni told her that their situations were both the same, they were tricking people in order to get what they wanted, what they needed, the dog was like, it makes sense. Because it really made sense. Like, both of them were sneaking in and trying to get something without the other person knowing. And like, does it justify what they're doing or not? If the entrance of the dog policewoman justified the fact that she was just there for justice, how can you say the reason for Uni stealing is not justified? Like, how can you say the reason for people stealing in general aren't justified? Don't people have their own reasons to do what they're doing? Like, I'm not talking about stealing in general, but sometimes people do that for a reason. And if you believe that An was right in doing what she was doing, then Blue Cat was as well. And so I think that was one of the best parts of the episode. And like, when Blue Cat escaped herself from her ropes, the dog was like, oh, then like, that's so Blue Cat. That's such a Blue Cat thing to do. And so the girls went on, and they had to transform because Tenjo appeared. And here's my biggest problem with Cure Cosmo. I think I didn't notice that before today. I noticed it today, and here's the biggest problem I have. So we had a fight, and the fight was very interesting. We didn't have stock footage in this fight. I was so thankful. Thank you, Star Twinkle Gods. Kirayaba, you know? The fight was not the best fight, but when you have a fight without stock footage in Star Twinkle, we have to praise it, because that's gorgeous. And the fight was nice. All of the girls were able to participate without... Cure Cosmo didn't, but the others were able to showcase their powers a little bit. I loved it. And the first problem I had, Cure Cosmo, like, one of the things that happened to Uni in this episode was that every time she was trying to help someone, she got caught. And that's probably the price she pays, because she can't focus on herself completely. Because, you know, when she's focusing on herself, she is like she has the best skills. But when she's trying to help someone, she always gets caught. She was trying to help An, she got caught. And then in the fight, she was trying to help Milky, she got caught as well. And so the girls all started defending her in the fight. And Tenjo made a very snarky remark. And she told her that when she was Bakenyan, Tenjo respected her as a warrior, but not as Cure Cosmo, because Cure Cosmo is way weaker than Bakenyan, and I have to agree with Tenjo. I think that one of the things that make Uni really interesting is her ability on doing things as Blue Cat. Blue Cat is very fun to watch. She does amazing things, like she did in this episode. But when she is Cure Cosmo, that doesn't translate. She doesn't do anything. Her powers are like, you know, they're just beam spams. she doesn't use her intelligence like when she is Blue Cat. She's not as smart as when she is Blue Cat, when she's pure Cosmo. And so that's probably my biggest problem with Cosmo. But I think that the biggest argument of the fight was the fact that the girls all were very clear about their feelings on Uni and how Uni likes to help people, how Uni is very kind. And Uni is a tsundere. So she was feeling very shy over what the girls were saying. And that was a very nice thing. You know, I feel like the way the story is bringing Uni inside the group has a slow pace. Like, we're in episode 36, she still feels like, it still feels 4+1, and that's totally fine. And I really like how small they're taking their time to actually integrate her in the group. And so, like, this matches perfectly with who Uni is, and who she is, like, as a person, and how she is, how she likes to work by herself, how she's always focused on her own missions and everything. That's very Uni. And so I'm liking that approach on Star Twinkle a lot. And so, like, my biggest problem with Pure Cosmo is only the way she fights. You know, that's the only thing. And like how she was beaten in this episode so easy. No. And in the fight, even the dog girl even helped the Cures, and the Cures were able to defeat the monster, as it always happens. And then at the end of the episode, Uni decided not to steal the ring. I mean, I think she was going to steal if the octopus mafia boss didn't give it back to her. But she was able to open herself up and tell her story. She even showed her real form. I loved it. Like, her real form should really appear more because it's amazing. She looks gorgeous. And I'm still very angry it's not in this set. Like, it should have been in Hikaru's place or even in Uni's place. I don't know. But it should have been in this set. We needed a figure of her. But anyways, at that moment, like, it was just not believable. Him giving the ring back to her. It was just not believable. But it works inside the Precure universe, inside a children's show universe, and how things work in a universe like that. You know what I mean? So it works. We believe that because in that universe, it would work that way. In our universe, it wouldn't. But, you know, in that world, it totally matches with the world they're bringing, like, in every single season. But An was also, like, very proud of Uni, and then she tried to get Uni to her side, but she couldn't. And the last scene we had with Uni and An, with Uni putting the handcuffs on her, Blue Cat, you know, Blue Cat, Uni, she's gorgeous. You know, she should do that as Pure Cosmo as well. She should do that as Pure Cosmo. She doesn't do those things. The ending was also amazing, with An trying to chase them and getting into the moon. I mean, that's probably going to be a thing in the season. She's probably going to appear more. She's appearing in the movie, but she's appearing more, I think. So she landed very close to Earth, and so maybe she's part of Uni's Twinkle imagination. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she's going to appear more and more in the season itself. And she's a nice character. She deserves it. And at the end of the day, Uni decided that she was going to keep stealing. That was a surprise to me. I thought that the episode was going to make a point that she would stop stealing at all. But no, she's actually going to steal. And I was like, girl, yes, that's how you do it. You need to keep stealing. You need to keep getting back what people stole from your planet. Yes, I loved it. One of the best Uni episodes. I think it was the best, you know, like, this episode had comedy gold with girls with their faces. Like, come on, lots of reactions. Uni as Pure Cosmo. No, not as Pure Cosmo. Uni as Blue Cat. 100% gorgeous. And so, that's it. Next episode, Halloween episode, and I'm very excited to watch it. The girls are going to have, like, lots of different costumes, and I'm crazy to see Puduns in this episode. He's going to be scary. Anyways, guys, that was my view on episode 36. Please leave a comment with your opinions, and let's keep talking in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.